Hello, it's IndyCar Champion, or Chase, with the Geek-Cetera podcast. And if you're familiar with the Geek-Cetera podcast, you likely realize that we have a lot of crazy theories, and none of them seem to make sense.
I believe that Rey is a Kenobi clone.
All right, so my theory for this week, are girls evil? Math says yes.
My theory is on shared movie universes. Have you guys heard of MIB 23? Okay. It's a shared movie universe. Josh, do you know who the other one would be?
I think you said it was Men in Black and 23 Jump Street.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Where do you come up with this crap?
This theory is that Jack is actually a time traveler who went to the past to save Rose from committing suicide at the beginning so that it wouldn't alter the events and that the Titanic would still hit the iceberg and sink.
So this theory proposes that Men in Black and the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air share a universe in that Will grows up to be Agent Letter.
So I figured today I'd toss my hat in the ring and bring up a theory that for some reason sprung to mind when we were talking about just a simple little meme in Discord the other day. To do with Anakin killing the younglings, but not just the younglings killing the men and the women too. Sort of like a reference to what happened in episode 2. Which brought up the subject of how Shaak Ti died in canon. Because the current canon way that Shaak Ti died is she was killed by Lord Vader in the temple during Order 66. But Shaak Ti has died more times in the Star Wars universe than the Skywalker family has lost limbs. So in case you don't know some of them, she was murdered by General Grievous on the Invisible Hand in Episode 3.
Kenobi, we've been waiting for you, stinking Jedi.
And then she was murdered by Darth Vader, not one but 3 times. Once in a deleted scene from Episode 3.
What is it, Skywalker?
Once in Lego Star Wars, and then the most official canon way is in a vision from Yoda that we got in Star Wars The Clone Wars. And then, if that wasn't enough for you, she also was killed by a Starkiller in Star Wars The Force Unleashed video game.
Poor boy. The Sith always betray one another. But I'm sure you'll learn that soon enough.
Now, logically, I could go to only one place with this, and that place is not the realm of terrible writing and continuity. It's the realm of really, really, really stupid theories. Hence, the title of this video, or the fact that I'm just talking about the fact that I think Shaak Ti is a clone. Why do I think this? If we look back at the assignment that Shaak Ti had during the Clone Wars, she spent a lot of time on Kamino. The Jedi Council had assigned her there. She was in charge of training and inspecting the clone troops for the Grand Army of the Republic before they were shipped out and sent into battle. So, the key words that were in that sentence, even though it was a run-on sentence, were Kamino and clones. So, Kamino had a reputation for creating clones, and not just making clones, but making
Damn good ones, too.
with the time that Shaak Ti spent on Kamino, it's not entirely impossible that all of the deaths that we've seen in Star Wars, whether it be canon or legends, whatever you want to call it, were real. If she had befriended the Kaminoans, she could have requested that they made a clone of her. And she could have been in all of those places and died all those times. So I'm going to take my theory a little more off the rails than I already was, which might be a shock. But if Shaak Ti was killed all those times, we don't know which Shaak Ti that was killed was the original Shaak Ti. We don't know that the original Shaak Ti was even killed, and we don't know for sure that the Kaminoans don't still have her DNA. because they kept the DNA of Django so they could keep making clone troopers for the Republic. So, who knows if Shaak Ti is still out there hiding? You know, we could end up seeing Shaak Ti again in Rise of Skywalker. Probably the least likely of the scenarios. We could see Shaak Ti in The Mandalorian. Probably also not going to happen. We also have the Cassian Andor show and the new Kenobi thing that's supposed to come out. And probably a bunch of other Star Wars that Disney's going to throw at us. Do I think that we will ever see Shaak Ti again? Probably not. Could we see Shaak Ti again? Maybe they'll just toss another Shaak Ti death our way, because apparently 3 Vaders and a Grievous and a Starkiller, so 5 deaths isn't really enough for them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my theory. I know it's crazy, I know it makes no sense, and you know what? If I wanted to, I could have just easily said, meh, they messed up the cloning process, boom, Rey is Shaak Ti. Confirmed. Alright, bye, have a nice day, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this theory, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more stuff like it.